Hello everybody and welcome to another broadcast of the Show 18 Franchise Mode here on the Viper TV as we are set to play Game 2 against the Kansas City Royals in Kansas City, and this is Game 40 of our 162 season. So just like I always do, I'm going to show you guys the American League East standings to update you guys on where I'm at. And since we lost the last time out, we're still in third. We only lost a half a game with that loss, so we're still in pretty good stride. We're 2.5 out of first. Yankees must have had a day off, so we didn't lose no ground there. So that's good for us. It could have been worse, but you know, if we could have won, we might have made it like a game and a half. But unfortunate, we didn't pull it out. So today's going to be a better day, or at least I'm praying that it is, so we can stay in the hunt. It's been kind of a rocky on and off season for us, so yeah. And of course the Royals are still leading the Central. They're up a game on the Tribe right now, so that's the standings right now. I do got some news to report before I start this game. I made a trade last night, and before I jump right ahead, I sent Jake Faria to Durham, see he can work out his pitching mechanics. I'm sorry. Now with the trade, I traded who did I trade again? I made a trade to Chicago. I think it was a prospect I traded. I can't remember who it was right now. I brought back anyway, if you don't see already, Big James Shields. He used to be Ray back in the day. Now I know everybody's like, Shields is not the same like he was when he played with us last, but you know, I'm going to give him a try. He's got 2, 4, 5 different pitches, and I think I can work him out. So he's going to take over Faria's spot, at least as of right now. I might change the rotation around. Right now I think I'm just going to keep it like that. So tonight will be Navaldi, and Game 3 will be Jose De Leon. So yeah, I'm going to go to transactions real quick. I can't quite remember, and it's kind of bothering me at who we traded him for. Yeah, James. We traded Ryan Weber. I'm sorry, I'm talking too quick, so that's why it didn't come out right. But that's who we traded, and we brought back Brad Miller from Durham. See, he could help out, because I got to give Hanteria a day off, so I'll probably have Miller play short tonight, and Wendell will play second, and Duffy will be back at third base. So either way, I'm going to go ahead and get the lineup set up here, and I'll get the game rolling here. I apologize if I was ranting a little bit too much, but I wanted to give you guys a little update so you guys are aware of what's going on my current franchise mode here. So I'm going to go and get the lineup set up right now, and we'll get rolling. Alright, our starting lineups have been set. I pretty much told you what I was going to do for the starting lineups. I did make a change and gave Alex a day off as well. I put Jason Worth in for left field. He got a couple hits last night, so I'm going to let him play tonight. So you guys know the drill. I'll let the commentary do the commentary. I will jump on the end, give you my post-game highlights and thoughts. And yeah, please subscribe and enjoy the video, everybody. I'll talk to you guys at the end.
Tuesday Night Baseball is on the air from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Kansas City Royals. Royals baseball starts right now. Nate Carnes will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Nate Carnes coming on to pitch right now. 3-pitch guy. Not overpowering, 92 to 94 miles an hour, but he does have that overhand, call it a knuckle curveball. So fastball, knuckle curveball, changeup. The key for Nate Carnes, having command of that knuckle curveball. If he has it, he could be really tough.
Digging in now, Jason Worth. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the night is taken for ball 1, and we are underway from Kansas City. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Hit to short. On to first is Escobar, 1 away. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position, because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there, because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Here's the 1-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Batting 3rd.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jose Bautista. First at bat for him as he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Two out, nobody on. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 1-2. This is in the air out to right field. Burns is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. Nate Eovaldi gets the ball for the Rays in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Standing in, Billy Burns. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading
first.
off for the Royals, right fielder, Billy Burns.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip, the start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, a lot of this offense runs through the Moose, Mike Moustakas. He's having an insane year. I mean, insane. Slugging over 650. Those are some serious power numbers you just don't see very often. He's an elite power hitter in the game today.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ramon Torres. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a good curveball at the knees. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Eovaldi has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind it because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in the left-handed hitting third baseman Mike Moustakas. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
This is pulled into right. Gomez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. KC down in order. Still no score. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Logan Morrison. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Logan Morrison.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. Now Morrison swings and sends this one on the ground to second base. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Hey guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And I want to talk about shortstop Alcides Escobar. This guy's a premium defender. He's been that way his whole career. A former World Series champion. The ability to go up the middle and to the backhand with a strong arm.
Here's Carlos Gomez head-to-head against Nate Carnes. He's just 2 for 12. He's taken him deep once. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. So far on the year, Gomez is exactly a 1 for 3 hitter. That means a .333 batting average.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
1-1 the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
Count is 2-1.
No score here as we play inning number 2. bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 3 homers, 13 RBIs. Throw over to first, and the runner back safely. Gomez, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Coming to the plate now, Brad Miller. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a breaking ball.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Now the 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
2-0 pitch on the way. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through into left, a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
In now, Matt Duffy. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Burns is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Rays leave them loaded. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Lucas Duda, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Lucas Duda.
Here's the first pitch to him. Leaves a slider right over the middle. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate, and if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. First pitch on its way. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Bottom of the second here with no score. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Back up the middle. Gloved by Miller. And there's out number 2.
Batting sixth, designated hitter, Jorge Bonifacio.
So coming to the plate, Jorge Bonifacio. And he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Even though that wasn't a fastball, it's never fun seeing a pitch come right at your head. Your first thing is to dive out of the way. It's not to see if you could see the stitching of a slider and decipher whether or not it's a fastball.
2-1. The 2-1. Hit on the ground to third. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. So it's back to the top of the order now, and here's the left fielder, Jason Worth.
Left fielder, Jason Worth.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Here it comes. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the third. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
First pitch on its way. Here's a strike. No one out with a runner at second. Lifted in the air out to left. And Gordon's there to take it in for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jose Bautista.
Striding in once again, Jose Bautista. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Nope. And that one stayed up a little high. The 1-0. Here's a swing now by Bautista as this is on the ground to short. And there are 2 away now.
First baseman number 7, Logan Morrison.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Logan Morrison. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Rays strand just the one. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And that'll bring up the Brazilian-born Paulo Orlando. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First delivery to him on the way. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner. So far this season, Orlando brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. A 2-1 count for Paulo Orlando.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
This one's down to third. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. Stepping into the box, Alex Gordon. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sliders in for a strike. Popped him up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Breaking ball, called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Alcides Escobar. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike 1. And he takes strike 2.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. KC down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in to try it again, Carlos Gomez. A base hit in his first trip.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
No balls and 1 strike. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
A fastball that just misses inside. On deck, there you see Denard Span. He'll hit next. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line towards center field. And Gomez will reach. It's a base hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And as we check the Rays leaderboard, he currently finds himself second in that category. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Denard Span. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. Gomez on at first, nobody out. And he misses with it, 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Now the 1-1 pitch. There goes Gomez. Strike taken, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Matty. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing I single could be all it takes to push a run across.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Here's Brad Miller, the shortstop, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. A ball and a strike. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And this one gets away. And the recovery's not going to be in time at third, and that should be ruled a wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Here now the 2-2. Clips the inside corner for strike 3. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Royals' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Striding into the box, Matt Duffy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. The 1-0. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. The 1-1 home. Push to the right side. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Boy, D-Roll, that's a case right there. He hit it just like he thought it. Soft. Not hit all that hard, but it gets the runner in from third.
Yeah, but you know what? Tomorrow's newspapers are going to be wrapping fish, so who cares about? I don't care if it's a bullet or off the fists. A knock's a knock, especially when it's got an RBI attached to it.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Two-two. Here it is. 2-2 pitch just missed.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Here's Jason Worth. He doubled his last time through.
Yeah, Matty B, no one outside of Jason Worth has seen more pitches per plate appearance in the last 5 years in the National League. He likes to take them deep in the count.
Lays off 1-0. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. Two balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. And this one gets away. Throw to third, and oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
And he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And oh, nearly had him going back to second, but he's able to sneak back in safely. 1-1 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
The 2-1 home. Hit on the ground out to short. There is Escobar to second for one. Back to Duda. A double play, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Rays lead it 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Billy Burns. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Tough slider down low for a strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. And there's one away.
The batter, second baseman, Ramon Torres.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Ramon Torres. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses. Strike 2. Swing and a line drive, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Third baseman, number 8, Mike Moustakas.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. His guys still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Hit down the line at first. This is foul for the first strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Yanked fouled off to the right. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Ready once again, Jose Bautista. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Designated hitter, Jose Bautista.
First delivery to him on the way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Now a pitch popped up. Should be enough room for Perez behind the plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, first baseman, Logan Morrison.
Digging in once again, Logan Morrison. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Escobar has it, and very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Carlos Gomez.
Up next for the Rays, Carlos Gomez. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Escobar fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. They're up 2-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian as the left-handed hitting slugger and USC product Lucas Duda settles in to start out the inning. Here comes the first pitch. And that one right down Main Street. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Sliced hard on the ground. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. So one away now, and here comes the catcher, Salvador Perez. First offering on its way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. One out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second. Wendell is there. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Up next for the Royals.
A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. So here's the Royals DH, Jorge Bonifacio. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Two out, nobody on. Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
The 1-2. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. It'll be Denard Span to lead us off when we return. It's the Rays 2 and the Royals nothing. To start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 33, Brian Lynn.
And there is Denard Span. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th.
Number 2, Denard Span.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. That's lifted the other way out to left. Gordon is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Brad Miller.
1 away now, and here's the shortstop, Brad Miller. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Stepping in now, Matt Duffy. As he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup part because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Standing in now, Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Duffy leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing them before.
And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Orlando's under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Tampa, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Riding in once again, Paulo Orlando. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
First pitch on its way. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Swung out and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Towards second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
When the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Digging in to try it again. Alex Gordon comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. One out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-2. Still 1-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. KC down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. We're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings. Kevin McCarthy is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 61, Kevin McCarthy.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jason Worth. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
High in the air down the right field line. Burns is after it, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Now batting, second baseman, Joey Wendell.
Digging in once again, Joey Wendell. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low apparently. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. McCarthy, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a 16th round selection back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Into the box now, Jose Bautista. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Hits this one hard the other way, and that's through for a hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Lifted in the air to center field. Orlando will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Rays strand just the one, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Billy Burns. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
To short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Ramon Torres.
Ready for another shot now. Ramon Torres. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. First pitch of the at-bat. Tried to hold back as this is hit back toward the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down.
I'm no hitting coach, but I know they always preach, if you're going to swing, swing. Second guessed himself on that one.
Into the box, Mike Moustakas. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will not. Just slicing foul at the very last moment. So close to extra bases. Splitter taken here, 2-1.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Now the 2-1. Swing and a liner. And that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. So he was able to take it into the 7th, but the no-hit bid is going to end here with 2 out in inning number 7.
Boy, and Matty, this is when you start really thinking about a no-hitter. Once you get into the 7th, and it's hard not to look past getting through that last out, but D-Row, it just wasn't meant to be here with 2 outs in the 7th.
No, he's pitched a heck of a game, without question. You can't deny that. But this offense is going to stay on the attack. We'll see if this manager turns it over to the bullpen or allows this guy to finish it on his own.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Comes set and the 0-1. Left side, but well foul. Moustakas is off at first with 2 away. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Royals leave 1. They're down 2-0. Ready once again, Carlos Gomez. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Fly ball out to right field. Chasing after it is Burns. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Ready for another chance. Denard Span. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Perez over to his left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, shortstop, Brad Miller.
Up next for the Rays, Brad Miller. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Torres moving to his right. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Rays go in order 1-2-3, but they're on top 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Salvador Perez, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
A swinging bunt to the mound. And that's the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0-for-2 at this point. First delivery to him on the way. And a breaking ball stays outside. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. .3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Over the bullpen and gone. A solo shot here to left. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1 now.
Well, everyone knows that it's hard to keep that sharp curveball late in the game, and you could see that he just hung that one up there and he paid the price. The good news is he worked late into the start. The bad news is fatigue might be finally showing.
And that'll bring up the Brazilian-born Paulo Orlando, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 delivery. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. One there. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Line drive to left. Worth is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Well, the Royals draw one closer thanks to this solo home run. 9th inning coming up, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Beautiful Union Station lit up here in Kansas City tonight as we're set for the remainder of this one from the K. Blaine Boyer enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. At the plate, Matt Duffy. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Number 5, Matt Duffy.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 4-1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. Chasing after it is Burns, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First offering on its way. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit in the air down the right field line. Chasing after it is Burns. 2 gone.
Up next for Tampa Bay, left fielder, Jason Worth.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jason Worth. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. Two out, nobody on. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. They lead it 2-1. Alex Colomé comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 37, Alex Colomé.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Billy Burns. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First offering on its way. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. In the past against Alex Colomé, he's 1 for 4. Grounded back up the middle. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. With that, the Royals have their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he did it.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
First pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw to second, and they get him. So the sacrifice attempt is unsuccessful here. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
That's a really tough double play to turn when the first baseman has to field it coming off the bag and then make a throw to second while the runner is going down the line. Couldn't complete the double play, but at least they got 1 out.
Third baseman Mike Moustakas now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. 0-2, here it is. And a fastball flew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Here's Lucas Duda now, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Torres, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Nope.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Two and 1 to the Royals' first baseman. Sharp ground ball to third. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He's the last chance with the tying and winning runs on base and 2 men gone here in the ninth. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery, and he popped him up, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. KC down to their final strike in this one. Now he goes down and hits a little pop up here to the right side of the infield. Catch is made, and the Rays have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Tampa Bay took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Nate Eovaldi earns win number 4 on the season. Alex Colomé wraps it up for the save, his 11th of the campaign. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Well, that's pretty much going to wrap up our broadcast tonight of Show 18 Franchise Mode. Game 2 against the Royals. Give you my post-game thoughts and highlights here. That was a really good game. You know, I really don't know how to describe it. Very close. Very good performance all in all with Eovaldi. I mean, it's a shame he lost his no-hit bid. I mean, them were really hard to come by. Wendell should have came up with that ball. So, unfortunate, but after that, he just lost it. You know, he gave up that home run and followed by a base hit, and it was time to yank him. So I put in Alvarado and got us out of the inning, and Colomé got the save in the ninth. So our hitting, I would say, got better from game 1. So just a good game. I mean, there's really not much to really say. You know, Kansas City brought their best and we brought our best. So we even up the series and set up a big game 3 coming up. So either way, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the game, if it was or wasn't the outcome. Once again, I hope you guys enjoy, as well as please subscribe, and I will see you guys for game 3. Until then, so long everybody.